Hello there guys, and of course welcome yourselves back for another instalment with us, the Review Bros. It's joined by myself today, Aaron, and thank you for watching along at home for, of course, a hyped pre-workout review. Because we posted this up on Instagram and it got a lot of interaction. There's a lot of interesting ingredients in this product. Let me introduce it. It's Scary Hours by, of course, the guys at Scary Hour Supps. We got them to thank for sending it on down. But we will keep this 100% honest as we go through the usual segments. It's the taste, the price, the label, and of course, primarily the effects of the stuff in the real world. I'm very excited to get into it. I hope you are too. And all we are asking in return is, of course, a thumbs up, subscription to the channel, and any comments down below to help us to be able to keep on helping you. How scary are things gonna get? So guys, first off, of course, we have our famous taste and mixability segment. The flavour we've got for the sake of today's review is strawberry snow cone. And I can tell you, the other flavour it comes in is blue raspberry. So I would say if I had to pick one, I probably would have picked the other one, but this one sounds more interesting. I'm not a huge strawberry fan, but nonetheless, we're going to get through it anyway. 15.06 grams. Very precise. In she goes. It does have a lot of like, it's got that bicarb look, a very powdery look to it, which probably sounds silly on recording, but I know what I mean. Anyway, definitely smells like strawberry in the air. I'm not too sure what the snow cone part's meant to mean. I'm sure there is something in American. I can't remember what it's supposed to be, but let's do this anyway. Okay, so we've got ourselves a lot of frothing. We've got, it's hard to tell with these white powders how they mix, but it looks pretty darn good. I'm not even going to attempt to show you, but it's pretty good. Bit of fizz. Let's get this one down. Strawberry snow cone. And it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Definitely strawberry. Strawberry lemon, maybe. I'm not too sure. It's quite nice. I will say there's no nasty aftertones. I often expect that with these high stim pre-workouts. I expect like a medicinal bitter back end. But I'm not getting that. It's nice and sweet. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I really wouldn't complain. And for what's in there, I think we could be onto a winner anyway. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're into the price of the product. We're thinking hyped, we're thinking high stim, I like the design, I'm thinking expensive. You'll head on over to the official Scary Supps website, as shown right on the screen now, and of course in the description down below. UK guys, not as easy to get our hands on, but very soon, and it might even be by the time you're watching this very recording, and if that's the case, it'll be in the description down below, we can get it at Shape Shifter Nutrition. Anyway, going back to the Scary Hours official website, $54.99 for a tub of this stuff. You get 25 servings per the container, and you do the math on it per serving, it will come out at $2.20. If we translate that across, do bear in mind Shapeshifter might have had to add on shipping costs, customs, taxes, etc, etc. So it might work out a little bit more expensive, but if we was to do that straight across and they didn't have to worry about any of that stuff, it would be £1.72 per serving. On our consistent price and scale, we're a 5 out of 10 is what we would consider to be an average price point for a pre-workout. This one scores a 4.5 out of 10. So it is, yes, it is a little bit more expensive than your average pre-workout, but only just. And considering this hype behind it, what's in it? Again, I really think that we could be onto a winner. Let's move into the label now. Okay, so what is so scary about this supplement? What's she packing for that cash? Well, we look at the label on the screen now. There it is. Scary times. So 15.06 grams for the strawberry snow cone. Might be a small variation in flavours. We get 25 servings per the container, and we are looking at a hefty 4 calories. Be warned. Scary. Anyway, let's move on down to the bottom. We don't really care about that stuff at the top, do we? Citrulline malate 2 to 1, 5 grams. It's in there, let's be honest, to carry stuff around. It's not a great dosage. You're only going to be getting about just over 3 grams of citrulline. It's not great. That's the truth. They're not necessarily here to get us pumped up, which is what citrulline will do. It's about blood flow. It's about vascularity and pumps in the gym. We next look at beta-alanine at 3.2 grams. So that is the good dosage. That's going to give you the beta tingle, the paresthesia type feel. That's for most people known as the itchy tingles as the pre-workout kicks in. Betaine anhydrous at a really good dose, 3 grams. That's actually more than average here. It's a jack of all trade. Pumps and endurance, athletic performance, pumps, even been shown to help with cognition and clarity. So we love to see it in there. We've got 400 of caffeine anhydrous, 4 cups of coffee, couple of cans of energy drink down the neck in one go. Energy. 2 aminos, heptane 200, that's DMHA. This is where we move into the grey world of the supplement world. Realm, world, universe, who knows. That's in there for extreme focus, stimulation, dialed in, illicit feels. We hope, of course. We then have a readrensis, really nice to work in with that amino and the next ingredient actually, but of course 150, that's dubbed natural DMHA almost. It has euphoric feels, happiness, focus feels, slight stimulation. Wrapping off the label with Noopept at 20 milligrams. Noopept, a nootropic focus activator. It's going to work really nicely with the urea and the 2 amino. It's hopefully going to come together with absolute dialed in feelings, euphoria, highness, clarity. Scary times. Let's move into the effects. Okay guys, we of course land at the primary segment of any review. It's the effects of this one in the real world, and what can she do for you watching at home? I will say, beginners, this is not indeed for yourselves. Switch on to one of our other videos now. And now that the hardcore are left here, let's take ourselves on a journey from the beginning. Beta-alanine comes in nicely. I wouldn't say crazy, I would just say nicely. We're talking 7 out of 10 on the tingle scale. You feel it there. It gives you that sense of urgency, a sense of let's go to the gym and kill shit. But we've said it before, and I think it's even more apparent with this pre-workout. I've used it 4 or 5 times now. Be as sedentary as possible from the moment you've down that last drop to the moment you start moving in the gym. If you're running around doing stuff, doing chores, bit of cleaning your room, bit of office work, bit of this, that, doing your stretching at the gym, your warm-ups, it's not going to do the job as effectively, and I don't know why that is. I don't think it can digest as well. You don't get that focused thought on it. You don't get that urgency. You don't feel it rising in your body like a dragon from below. I will say you have to be sedentary to take a high stim pre-workout. And also, this is really important with this one, it takes a long time before the real goodies in the product kick in. You want to take it a good 45 minutes before training, at least. That's my honest opinion. That's the time that you start feeling the highness and the euphoria from the product. Now you get down the gym. Energy is a nice level. It's not too much. There's not an excessive heart rate. There's no struggling to catch your breath. There's no cold sweats, chills, jitters, anything that's perhaps negative with a high stimulatory pre-workout. It actually comes in real gradual, real nice. And towards the end of your training session, you are vibing. it has got that real DMHA feel. You are absolutely focused on training. Now with that highness, I wouldn't say you feel necessarily mood elevation. You are absolutely concentrating on what you are doing in the gym. There is absolutely no pain during training. You just keep going. You do have to tell yourself after you've finished, today is done, let's leave the gym, because it will make you want to keep going. And it's a very productive pre-workout even after your training session. So quite obviously, guys, you don't want to take it late at night because it's going to keep you up. You might want to take it before you've got to do something else in the day. You know, you've got to go visit the in-laws, you've got to clean your bedroom, something boring, you know.
Savage pumps in the gym and the bedroom. Wolf pump.
Because you will feel productive through that. So that's obviously a good thing. There's not necessarily a crash, depending on how hard you train, of course. Some of these pre-workouts you train really hard, your body feels dead, your brain's still very much alive. Pumps, okay, throw them out the window, guys. You're not really here for them, and it doesn't really give them. It just gives you a lot of focus and clarity. The fog that's in your brain, your normal mist, goodbye. In comes scary hours. And maybe that's why they've called it scary hours, because you'll be up during the dusk and you'll be focused on what you need to get done. Yeah, it's a real DMHA diamond that these days is very much in the rough. It's hard to get your hands on a product like this. So true DMHA, true aggressive style focus on training. It's not one of these that gives you that happy euphoria where you're dancing to music, you're talking to your mates, and actually sometimes they can be unproductive on the other end of the scale. This one gets you in the zone. It's a solid pre-workout. I really enjoyed using it. I will use it again in the future. It's definitely not a daily driver, of course. It's a once a week pre for a special day, leg day, something nasty. You don't take this for arms or shoulders. You take it for either a big back session or a nasty grueling leg day. You don't take it for anything else, really. You might, but you don't need to, and you probably shouldn't. Thank you for watching from home, guys. Appreciate it, of course. Does that sound right to you? Is it scary enough? As always, stay stimmed. Cheers for watching.